What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today, no surprise, like the title says, guys, we got rid of the RST. I told you guys in that original video, I didn't know if my son would want to keep that thing or keep his step side. We actually listed both for sale. The red truck sold relatively quickly. As a matter of fact, within the first couple days that I listed it, had a ton of interest in it, and the truck was neat. But look, guys, we did buy something else. And I guess ultimately the plan here is my son to slide to this once we get a few things accomplished, and we're still gonna be selling the step side. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to keep up here. I know, I get it. So let me show you what we got, because I'm kind of excited about this, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that I have planned for it, and it's a little bit different. So let's take a look at it. I have been wanting to do one of these for a while, guys. Look, we have done everything to the NNBS trucks. We've just about covered every possible thing. Now, we have done some of these in the past, but it was relatively early when I started YouTube, so I didn't have anything other than drop. And so we wanted to try something a little bit different. And my son kind of wanted one of these trucks. I don't know if you guys remember back before we even bought his Camaro, he kind of wanted one of these trucks. So he's excited about it. I'm excited about it. Look, it has some issues, don't get me wrong. And it's actually, this is the first time I bought one of these in a long, long time. In fact, before I started YouTube, guys, this has a salvage title. And so I'm generally not one of those people that buy salvage title stuff, but for the price, I got this thing dirt cheap, and I think it's worth it to me. So I won't even say how much I spent on it. It was ridiculously cheap in my opinion. But it is a 2009 GMC Sierra 1500, obviously, regular cab. And look, it is a 6-cylinder truck, but it does have power windows and power locks. And like I said, we're gonna walk around, show you some of the stuff that we're gonna be addressing. Look, guys, I did a Carfax on this thing. It was because of the value of the truck with the miles that they totaled it out. If this were a V8 truck, I still think they would have totaled it out. It doesn't take a lot of damage to one of these things just based off market value to total one. So it has been painted on. As a matter of fact, just about every panel has been painted. Look, this happened back in 2014. The kid drove it all through high school and college. And so, guys, look, the paint's been on there for this long. Chances are it's decent. There's some areas that don't look the greatest as far as like on the edges and stuff where they taped off, but ultimately, look, I just wanted something different. Like I said, guys, we've done a lot of NBS content. I wanted to try an NNBS, so that's what we're gonna be doing. But anyway, let's go around and talk about some of the things that I'm gonna be addressing, and some of them very, very soon. So anyway, sorry for the guys that were fans of the RST. Maybe someday down the road, we'll buy another one, who knows. But either way, look, starting at the front, we'll just kind of work our way around the truck. The grill is not fitting in like it's supposed to, guys. It's just out of the clips. So I'm gonna make an adjustment there, but I'm gonna have my painter reshoot this piece right here. You can see it's just taken some abuse over the years with bugs and rock chips and whatnot. So we're gonna be having that painted. I'm really not planning on painting a whole lot of stuff on this truck. I think I'm gonna paint that. I've actually already ordered some white door handles. We're gonna get some mirror caps, maybe do the tailgate. Aside from that, I don't wanna paint anything. So that, obviously you can see in the headlights in the front on both sides, guys. You can see the moisture in there. We're gonna have to do something there. I was gonna put LEDs in it anyway, so that will be something you're gonna see. In this video, actually, guys, I think I'm gonna take the pinstripe off and all the badges. I don't know that I'll time lapse that. You guys have seen me do that many times. I may talk about what I'm gonna use to do it, but the tires, guys, the tires are so bald in the front, you can almost see the air in them. I'm serious, they are really not driver worthy. As a matter of fact, I told my son, I was like, let me drive it home. And he's like, no, I said, don't go over 50. It's, they're bald. So we're gonna have to replace the tires. Now look, when we do that, I really want to drop it at the same time because I think the alignment's probably out. And so in my opinion, guys, we need to knock that all out at one time. So we're going to do a drop. I'm back and forth between a 5.7 or a 4.6. We're going to go to a 22-inch wheel, new tires, new wheels, and a drop. So that will be coming very, very quickly. Moving all our way around, you know, just little trim pieces that have the guy said it went through a barbed wire fence. I think that's probably part of it being totaled. We're gonna have to do something with the antenna. That's not gonna work. Like I said, we're gonna do mirror caps. These caps are not removable because it's the cheaper mirror, but they are power mirrors. So I'd like to go to a Tahoe mirror where this piece right here is paintable. I just think that'd look a little nicer, and you can see it's somewhat loose. Door handles, like I said, we're gonna be doing some door handles on it. Guys, this truck has these bushwhacker caps. Now you can see in the bed that it's had some sort of, I think it's I don't think it's an aftermarket company that did this. I think this is one of those roll-on at home kits. So we may do something here. We may just cover it. This isn't really high on my priority list. There's a dent in the bed. I may have my painter just pull out. We may end up just putting a cover on this. I think these are gonna come off for sure. I may get some GM ones since they fit a little nicer and don't have this dip down in the back. I don't necessarily love that. Like I said, we may replace or have my painter paint the tailgate. I'm back and forth on whether I'm gonna have him paint the handle or not, but I'm gonna replace the tailgate cap. We're gonna put a new rear bumper on it. We're gonna put new tail lights in it. I know I'm sitting here adding up all this stuff. It's gonna be ridiculous and probably not worth putting in a salvage title truck, but guys, we are doing it. So aside from that, on this side, same situation, gonna need a tail light. It's got a few dings here in the body, here and there. I may have my PDR guy pop a couple of these out, but like I said, I'm not planning on painting any of the truck other than the mirror caps. The handles are already gonna be white, the tailgate, and that front piece. So that pretty much takes you around the truck on the outside, but on the inside. So what do we got going on? Well, you can hear that right there. We have a door pin that has just fallen out, so we're gonna have to do something there for sure. Interior wise, guys, it's got the normal dash cracks that, you know, a lot of these trucks had. I don't know what we're gonna do there as far as dash goes. We'll just have to see. Interior wise, it's in decent shape. It needs a good cleanup, but we'll just work our way through it. The main stuff that I want to get accomplished right now is it runs and drives great. There's several lights on the dash that we're going to work our way through. ABS lights on, airbag lights on. The fuel gauge is kind of iffy if it works. I don't like all this stuff that's wrong. Service engine lights on, the tire pressure gauge lights on. The tire pressure gauge we'll fix when we get the tires and new sensors. We'll fix that one immediately. I haven't scanned it to see what the rest of it is, guys, but I was thinking maybe down the road some Tahoe seats, or even just recovering these, go into the better console and not this open work truck one. But as you can see, it's got power windows, power locks. Yeah, I mean, aside from that, I did order a few things already, and you'll see in a video coming up, but I ordered the panel here that you can put in the programmable or like the driver information center. So I ordered that panel, I ordered the switch, so you guys will be seeing a video on that. I also ordered the key, so you can see when you put the key in, it doesn't want to turn. So the tumbler is worn out, and I actually think it has more to do with the keys being worn. But I think I've ordered a kit to rebuild the tumbler because I don't want to rekey the entire truck. And if a guy ever wanted to go to the dealer and get a new key cut off the VIN, I want it to match. So we'll be doing a video on that, I believe, unless I get a new key cut and it works better. That's a plan, because you sit here and mess with it for a couple minutes before it will turn over. Yeah, you can see what I deal with. But other than that, guys, like I said, I don't know on the dash what we're going to be doing, but kind of today in today's video, other than showing you the truck itself, like I said, I'm going to pop the panels, or all the badging and whatnot off. I'm going to take my eraser wheel down the side, knock this pinstripe off. And then there's one other thing I'd like to do today. This thing has helper bags in it. And guys, they're like for a stock size truck. So I may take those guys out. This thing literally rides on them. It is terrible. It's like the back has no shock travel whatsoever because they're in there. They're deflated all the way right now, but even with that, it is so brutal. So I don't know, we'll see how far we get, but for now, let's get this thing. Like I said, I want to show it to you guys. Let's knock these off. I'm going to use my heat gun, some fishing line. I'm hoping, guys, when they painted this, they took these off and replaced them. We're going to get to see real quick. a lot of times guys will tape off. It looks like they put new ones on, but you never know. So let's get started there. And then I may just cut back and forth and show you guys. Like I said, I won't bore you with me taking that stuff off, but I will tell you that the racer wheel, the 3M adhesive remover, fishing line, heat gun, that should be all we need. Well, good news, bad news. Good news is, as you can see, I got the pinstriping off and the badge on the side using the 3M eraser wheel, some fishing line, the heat gun, and some 3M adhesive remover. Got all that off. I'm still gonna have to go over it with probably a clay bar to knock the ledges off, but as you can see, the mirror's gone. And that's because when I came across here to get this pinstriping, I tried to fold the mirror over and it just broke off. So I'm pretty sure this is the only guy holding it in place, because I heard nothing drop in the door from the bottoms. So that, you guys saw that was loose earlier. So what I did was I just trimmed it off, so I didn't have to take the door panel off right now. I just trimmed the wire off, taped up the connections, and pushed it in the door because we're gonna be replacing that mirror, obviously. But it's down there on the ground. But so far, it looks like they took all the stuff off to paint this, which is good because a lot of cheaper paint places won't do that. They'll tape off around the badges. Now, you're gonna see some shadowing and whatnot. So I'm gonna go over this with some clay bar. I've also taken a couple stickers off the front glass. There was one on the back glass I took off with my razor blade here. Just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. I'm getting ready to vacuum it out, but I'll cut back in here in a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna go over that and see what that looks like, but then I'm going to attempt to take those helper bags out. Well, guys, I got everything accomplished I wanted to get done. I got those bags out. They're sitting here on the floor. I didn't show you guys that because, well, honestly, guys, they're really not, they're meant for one of these trucks, but I had to lift the truck up just to get them out. It felt like you were riding around and the shock was maxed out. It was just a bolt-in deal, but either way, they're out. And I went ahead and went over this thing with some clay bar to get the remnants of our stripe off that we had, our pinstriping, and the doors. So it's looking a lot better in just a very, very short amount of time. And guys, we have a lot more coming on this. So obviously I'm gonna have to do something with the mirrors. I've already got a set in here behind me. I actually picked up used. We're just gonna have to see on that. So the mirrors, I think in the next video, guys, on this thing, we're gonna be doing mirrors, we're gonna be doing door handles. I'm probably gonna upgrade some of the LEDs. There's a piece broken in the upper piece that I showed you, like that clear closeout panel. Tires, wheels, lowering, it's all coming, guys. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this new truck. I know some of you are gonna be bummed about the red RST being gone, but guys, I never thought that thing was gonna stay. And ultimately, I think my son just didn't want to drive a manual every single day. So I get that. I get that. This will be a pretty cool truck as we go on. But if you did enjoy this video, please, like always, go down there, smash that thumbs up button. Guys, if you're not subscribed, like always, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell icon. That notifies you every time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what this truck turns out to be.